Alright, welcome back to more Dreamed Up Distance. In the last episode, we went over Birth by Sleep and Kingdom Hearts, well, the pictures in them anyway, and then read through Days because, like I said, I'm not playing through the DS games because I have no way to capture them. So I just read it and gave my thoughts and opinions on the game itself. So in this video, we're gonna go through Chain of Memories, you know, and look at the neat pictures this one has to offer. Marluxia with Naminé. Since we've already played through the game itself, I'm not gonna read through it. Why would I do that? More Sora and Naminé. Okay. Oh, now we get into the Riku part. That's pretty damn near the end of the game. And this is the last one. Just Riku and the coat. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 2, nice start. Gotta salute. Gotta salute. Of course, all the nobodies. At Hollow Bastion, Xemnas' reveal, nice. Pretty solid moment. Axel's last stand. Diz's last stand, or Ansem the Wise, whatever you want to call him. Xemnas' final act, kinda. And of course the letter. It's the only time they put in a scene where it's like the movie CGI look. Only time. Alright, then it's time to go through Jiminy journals. Jiminy was surprised to find a mysterious message in one of his journals, which was supposed to be blank. Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. To help better understand the message, King Mickey created a datascape from the worlds within the journal. But the datascape was riddled with bugs and the king had to rely on the digital version of Sora to debug the journal from the inside. While exploring the Disney Islands datascape, a figure in a black coat explained that uncovering the keyholes was the only way to mend this world. Sora found the keyhole in Traverse Town and used it to reach the next world. As he did, a new message appeared in the journal back at Disney Castle, and the king was alarmed to discover the castle had been invaded by Heartless. Worse yet, he and the others were now trapped in the library. Again, Sora came face to face with the figure in the black coat, and this time when he followed the stranger, he found himself in the same room as King Mickey. And the others. How had they wound up in the same place? The figure in the black coat turned out to be a digital version of Riku who explained that was going on. He had been chosen by the journal as backup storage to protect the data. Now it's Riku and the journal were one and the same, and he had brought Mickey and the others into the dayscape to help them solve the mysterious message. Just then, someone took over the pathway between the datascape and the real world, and there was no way out. Sora set off to repair more worlds and secure a way home for his friends. It turned out Maleficent and her henchman Pete were the culprits. They were plotting to release the darkness inside the datascape into the real world. Sora tried to stop her, but she destroyed his Keyblade and kidnapped Riku. The king went after Riku and Sora went after the king. Sora's friendship with Donald and Goofy gave him the power to recreate the Keyblade. Pete had infected Riku with bugs and tried to pit the two friends against each other. But after a short fight, the infected Riku collapsed and Sora dove into Riku's datascape to save his friend and defeated Maleficent inside. However, it wasn't until he took out his own Heartless, the original bug, which was threatening to delete the whole datascape, that the journal was finally restored. But because restoring the journal was tantamount and to overwriting all record of this newest journey, Sora and King Mickey had to say goodbye. However, the mysterious message was still a mystery. Back in the real world, King Mickey and the others received a message from Data Riku that extra data had been found. The world needed Sora's help one last time. The extra data was a special world designed to make Sora learn how to cope with hurt. When Sora was finally ready to accept that hurt, Naminé appeared before him. She explained that beside him were special memories that belonged to people connected to the real Sora people who were hurting. The mysterious message was her way of reaching out to him and preparing him for that truth. King Mickey promised Naminé that they would undo all the hurt back in the real world. He wrote a letter to the real Sora and explained there were others out there that only Sora could save. And so that pretty much sums up Coded. Coded is like the polar opposite of Days. The story means jack all, but the gameplay is really freaking fun. I love the gameplay in Coded so much. It's just so fun to play. It is literally the most casual Kingdom Hearts experience you will ever get. It is also the most skippable Kingdom Hearts game you could ever do. I mean, you could literally skip over this game and you wouldn't miss anything. Unlike Days, where you might miss something. If Kingdom Hearts 3 does bring back Xion, you're definitely going to be out of the loop. But overall, Days is probably another more skippable title, but Coded definitely more so. The only thing Coded has on Days is its gameplay. Its gameplay is, I love it. I love the gameplay. I love everything gameplay wise about Coded. It's just fun. It's not memorable, but it's fun. I remember the Shadow Sora boss fight. I remember the Roxas boss fight. I kind of remember the Maleficent fight and that Riku fight, but not really. The only two I really remember are those two. The Shadow Sora, Heartless Sora, whatever boss fight, where he turns into one of those giant ones, and the second phase, and the Roxas boss fight, the final boss fight. And I remember that Olympus Coliseum was more of a turn-based world. Oddly, like each world had their own gimmick, kind of. And Olympus Coliseum had a turn-based. The game was fun to play. It was really fun to play. It's casual, it's relaxing, it's easy, and it's fun. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You're literally just trying to fix the journal from when Naminé messed it up, essentially. Also, Naminé could get Mickey to write that message that they receive at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. And it's essentially a message King Mickey, or Naminé, told King Mickey to write to Sora because Terra, Aqua, and Ventus need his help. They need him in order to become whole again. Especially Ventus. Aqua probably not. Aqua needs freaking Riku and Mickey. From what I gathered, they're the two going after Aqua. Sora's going after Roxas, and then I'm assuming in the end, once Aqua's saved, in turn they'll go get Sora, and then they can go get Ventus together, and then in the final fight they can save Terra. I'm assuming that's how that's all gonna go down. And in the end term, Axel and Kairi, or Lee and Kairi, will be taking their places until the true Seven Lights form. Like, I don't think Kairi and Lee are going to be part of the Seven Lights. I do think they will factor into the fight. I just don't think they're going to be part of these seven. Because you have so many other options. Like, if they save Aqua, Ventus, and Terra, then that's 3. Riku, Sora, and King Mickey, then that's 3. And then Roxas. Because the game's really shoving Roxas down your throat. So I'd be shocked if it wasn't Roxas. But overall, Coded is literally the opposite of Days. Whereas Days is an abysmal game to play, but a fun story to watch unfold. Coded is the opposite. It's a really fun game to play, and the story is entertaining enough, it just doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. It's unimportant. It's just really fun, because it's literally the same gameplay as Birth by Sleep, just in DS mode. So, not as good looking. Like, these games are terrible to look at. They're both graphically inferior to every single game in the series. But they're DS titles, so I give them a pass. Just like Chain of Memories, the original one's a Game Boy Advance game, so I give it a pass. Birth by Sleep's a PSP game, so I give it a pass. Compared to Kingdom Hearts 2, Dream Drop Distance, Chain of Memories. Those are all phenomenal looking games. But yeah, so these are my feelings on Coded. It's a really fun game. A lot of people give it a lot more flack than it deserves, just because they think it's a bad game. When it's not. It's not a bad game, it's just an unimportant game. Whereas Days is a terrible game with a good story. Which is why, more oftentimes than not recently, I find myself placing Coded above Days. Because while yes, the story is largely unimportant and Coded, it is still a entertaining enough story to watch unfold in between the fun gameplay. That's why I own Coded, but not Days. Granted, I want to own Days, just don't own it. Yeah, I will eventually get there. But yeah, that is essentially it. We have gone through the Chronicles of Swords. I mean, we went through the pictures of Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 2. We read Days and Coded because I'm not playing them. Obviously, I can't. I have no way to, well, I can, but I have no way to capture it for you guys to come along with me. So there's that. In the next episode, we're going to be diving into Theta mode and the ending, because we have unfinished business, as that says right there. So, next time you see me, I'll hopefully have the secret message, or whatever it is. Hope you have a great day. Remember, you can be the best you can possibly be. If you like the video, like, comment, feel that'd be super special, awesome. Subscribe if you haven't, that'd really help me out. And ta-ta for now.